So this is going to be a quick video on build surfaces. And if you know me, watched any of my videos before, you know blue tape is king. But it's kind of getting dethroned. And it's by this stuff. So this is TH3D's EZmat. And if you're anything like me, you assume it's some kind of build tack. Well, it's really not. Same concept, but this is not the same as build tack. Now I've used a lot of build surfaces. I've tried Lexan, build tack, oh god, so many. I literally have like 20 or 30 different surfaces I've tried over the years. And they all work. But I always ended up going back to blue tape. And there's a reason for it. Blue tape works. It just works. Yeah, it can be a pain in the butt. Yeah, it can stick to the bottom of your print. But I'd rather deal with pulling a little blue tape off the bottom of the print. Which, by the way, blue tape comes off the bottom of your print with a little water. You let it sit in water for 5 minutes and wipe it off with a paper towel or with a regular towel on it. It just comes right off. That being said, there is something nice about having a build surface that you can print on, let it cool, and give it a flex, and it pops off. Now, I'm big on PEI also. Even though I make fun because I use a lot of blue tape, and everyone's like, oh, there's a billion. Yes, there are a billion build surfaces in the world. I've always gone to blue tape because it just worked. I do use PEI a lot, but I always end up going back to blue tape for things like this. This is very long, very narrow. I gotta get back here so I can get it in the screen. And normally you'll get, even with PLA, you get something lifting. Now, I could use PEI and generally get it to hold as long as it's clean. I tried the PEX from Wham Bam. Works beautifully. But if you don't get it just right, you're constantly having to resand it, re-clean it, refinish it. It does work. It works great. But the other thing about it is, besides constantly needing to be cleaned and checked and gone over, is it needs high temperature. Even with PLA, I'm having to burn my beds at about 70 degrees C to get it to stick. Otherwise it pops free. I printed this at 40. Now I have tried it at 0 and it does work. I just find it gets a smoother hold, less likely to have problems at 40 degrees. Not over, not more, not less, 40 degrees. And you can see that's on there. And that's thin. That's 5 millimeters thick in all directions. This is 5 millimeters thick right here. This is 5 millimeters thick right here. Well, it's blue, but it's not blue tape. No, but seriously, what I like about it is, as you can see right here, it's a pretty narrow piece with some short ends, and it's not lifting off the bed. And what's even better is I'm only running at 40 degrees on the bed. And this is how easy it pops off. Give it a flex, off it comes. Just that easy. Yeah, I think blue tape is going to be dethroned. He sent me this sheet to try. I'd already actually bought the magnet. He sent me the flex plate to go with it. I bought my own. Both this one. I like this material. It works really, really well. It has a couple of very minor issues that really don't have any effect at all. I don't know if you can see it, but if you do use like the polyalchemies and the silks, some of the brighter colors, the red particularly, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but it stains it. It doesn't do anything to it. It just stains the actual plate. It doesn't lift off with the print, doesn't give you any troubles, doesn't change it. It just works. Now, I have only used it on PLA. That's all I've used it on. That's all I plan on using it on. I have other build surfaces. Again, I use PEI. But 90% of my printing is PLA anyway, so most people just print PLA these days. Great build surface. I can highly, highly recommend it. This is great. It's inexpensive. It's probably one of the least expensive of all the build surfaces. And it just works. And the big key is low temperature with PLA. And that's what I love about it. You don't have to crank the temperature up. Let's get its logo right. And that's TH3D's EZmat. It just works. Sorry, blue tape. Getting dethroned.